Hi, I'm Rob the Accountant, and welcome to AffordableScreenPrints YouTube channel. I want to welcome you today on this journey with me. Just a couple quick points. I am Rob the Accountant. You can check out my channel, Rob the Accountant. But one of the things my family has been trying to do is find some production methods as the world changes and as the economy changes that allow us just a little bit more flexibility in our time and our resources. And so we had worked through some other things relative to embroidery and some heat presses. But the reality of those things is they're great and they will make you some money, but you can't scale them up. And what I mean by that is you're not really able to bring additional employees in and run additional machines and some of the equipment relative to, let's say, a DTF process or an embroidery process. One machine can run you $20,000. And one of the things that I thought was very interesting, really, for me in this journey is that on the embroidery side, it's something I really enjoy and I like. But the limitations of where we are in 2023 really make it so that even if you have, a $20,000 machine, your designs are complicated to the point where you're able to get one out maybe in 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but on average 30 to 40 minutes. And so when you're trying to qualify that to, how much money do you make and how much money can you charge? I mean, you only have so much that you can charge somebody for an hour of work in their view. And so if it takes you an hour, then it really has, you have a hard time making the scale up of that garment, bring in some revenue that allows you to go out and buy storefront and move to the next level. So what I want to do here is just show you the journey, just like all the other journeys that we have, is that you can log on and sign up and subscribe to the channel. And what we're going to do is really this is not a how-to channel. We're going to just take our customers' designs, we're going to rip them through our software, we're going to support some of the consumable channels that we're using relative to our products, and we're just going to show you how we move things forward and deal with our local market and run some of these logos and some of these prints on people's clothing. So our pitch is provide us with nearly any image type and we will convert this image into a professional screen press or a heat transfer vinyl. It's not something we're really looking to do, but there are some folks that might not want to get into the design elements of screen pressing. However, unlike other shops, we're not going to charge you for converting a file to vector. I've been working with multiple design programs all my life before they all became extremely expensive. And so, you have the design aspect, but then you have actually the conversion aspect of whatever application that you're working with. So I don't really like to reinvent the wheel. I'm not a graphic designer. What I am is a manufacturer. That's what we would like to do, is we like to be a print manufacturer and push products out to the general public. And what that requires is that we're not going to be selling you clothes, and we're not really trying to monetize the idea of making you a design. So we can do those things, and we're going to do those things with a templated version so that we can offer some services to people. But most of the time what I find is that a lot of these businesses have been established for many, many years. And so what you're really, you don't really need to reinvent their wheel. They know what they want. They've had it done. So then they're looking at where your cost is relative to your production model. And so one of the things that I feel is a little bit different, in addition to that, we won't charge you to convert a file to vector or any file application that we need to make your project move forward. But we also have software that can take a 30 plus color image and rip it down still to a 4 or 5 color screen press. And so where some of your designs might be relative with other shops, 10 or 15 screen setups, we can use our software And it changes some of the integrity of the print and some of the compromises a little bit, but it still looks great. But it brings down those really complicated multicolor prints, not CMYK, but multicolor prints, and it can bring it down to a spot color process, which we think is a more viable and a more beautiful product that is output to the shirt. I know a lot of people want to bring a whole lot of new processes in, and that's good. Everybody has what works for them. But one of the things with us is this service costs nothing for you to explore. And again, like I said, I think it provides a more vibrant output over other color profiles. So it might save you a few dollars in setup fees, and that's something that you should always look around with. On clothing, we do buy clothing. We generally use JiffyShirts.com. And if we got to buy the clothing and go through all the shipping and all that good stuff, we're going to mark that up 10%. But if you buy the clothing and you deliver it to us, we're not going to charge you anything for that clothing. Again, the model is print manufacturer and giving the customer what they need. So what is that for you? Well, we'll edit any of your designs. We'll change the colors on whatever you have. If you have an old Adobe file, you have an old Corel Draw, you have an old Publisher file, you have a JPEG, you have a GIF, you have a TIFF, send it over. We'll see if we can auto trace it. We'll see if we can just edit it within its native format. And if we're able to do that, we can change any of the colors, any of the design elements within it. We're not going to modify the design itself. We can change the colors. We can replace some of the text, maybe to a more favorable location that you want. And that's only going to cost you $10. We typically don't charge to enlarge or reduce the size of the original document. And relative to that, most of our prints are print on standard 8.5 by 11. It's still, not what you're seeing on YouTube. It's a commercial application. It's real film paper. It's especially formulated, and this is not, there's no point in jumping in and going with things that are craft based. It's not going to really be viable in the long-term solution for your customers. So that's what I would like to tell you. If you check out AffordableScreenPrints.com, you can see our color charts, you can see our clothes, you can see our terms of services, and you can see some of our design elements. But once again, I want to thank you for jumping over to the AffordableScreenPrints.com YouTube channel. I am Rob the Accountant, and I'm again one of the co-owners of this venture and this journey forward to see if we can bring something a little bit bigger to scale and help a few more people within our network and our community that we're trying to help serve with, some viable outcomes for income that aren't so reliant on you going to work and everybody telling you what to do, and your life is based on your job, not on the services or the value that you bring to that job. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping it works in the way that I envision it. We've got some customers lined up. It was not very hard to get customers. Just reached out to some of my clients that already have businesses and said, hey, on a couple of them we offered them some free products. On some of the other ones we offered a reduced fee for our services. And what we actually found is a lot of people would rather give local people that they're already working with the business, rather than going online and trying to find somebody else that can do it for you. So thank you once again, and I look forward to giving you some content relative to some of the designs that we're ripping, how we're putting those designs on the screens, and how those designs are coming out on the customer's garments, and showing you that process really within 3 to 5 minute clips, not really getting into the how-to. I think there's enough people out there doing it. This is just what we're doing, and we welcome you, and we ask for subscribers and anybody who wants to join the channel. That would be great, but functionally, if you're going to join the channel, I would prefer that you join Rob the Accountant. That's my channel that is a little bit more out there. It's probably not as entertaining as some of this will be, but it's actually more where my heart is on the YouTube side of things. And this is one more outlet for our YouTube channel with Affordable Screen Prints to showcase some of the things that we're doing to the world and make it more of a business application and not so much of an opinionated or how-to process. So thank you again, and please visit AffordableScreenPrints.com. And if you got some images or logos you want to send them over. We'll see what we can do. And we may get to that point where we'll be more than happy to rip, whatever logo you have and maybe convert it out to a film process for a fee, so that you can take it to your local folks. So I'm not opposed to helping anybody who wants to save a couple bucks to bring their business to market, to bring ideas that help them expand that business, and through that business create freedom for their family, not only through their finances, but in the time that they have. Life is short, it's very short, and everybody should do what makes them happy. Have a great day. Once again, I'm Rob the accountant. I look forward to you guys staying with me on this journey.